Hi, I'm Becky Amble, and this is a Marketing Minute. This is video number 3 in the series of Start Small for Big Impact. Thank you for tuning in. As you may recall in my intro video, I said there are 7 principles. 3 will be covered in this video series. And of those 3, focus, get data, and continuous improvement, there are 3 bullets under each of those. So let's start first with focus. And the first point there is vision. And it is essential for any company to have a clear vision. And especially that is the case for a small business that is just starting out. Clear vision will help you define your goals and focus your efforts. So take the time to think about what you want your company to achieve and how you want to measure success. I think it's also a good idea to set out a timeline so you've got some goals and times that you want to hit certain milestones. So be clear on that vision. Another point that's kind of related, and part of that is to start with one product or service, because that really helps you stay focused and keep your efforts from being diluted or getting distracted. So keep that vision alive, keep that passion going, and keep that fire burning, and share that when you're talking to potential customers, as well as to people that may be in your supply chain or that are on your team. I wanted to share with you a story about someone who had a very clear vision for her business. And this is Sara Blakely of Spanx, a company that most of you have probably heard of. And in 1998, Sara decided that she could not find suitable undergarments to wear under light colored pants. So what do most entrepreneurs do? They decide to start one on their own or create that product. So she had $5,000 in savings. She took that money and she had a prototype developed. She tested her product, refined, tweaked it. And when she had it the way she wanted it, she then did a lot of research and she patented her idea, and Spanx was born. Now she had a product and she had to sell it. So she took it to retail stores, and retail store after retail store turned her down. She was then going to Neiman Marcus, and this is the story, almost a legend, where she went to Neiman Marcus and she was convinced that they just had to buy her product, and was meeting with the woman who headed up buying for those products, and was about to get a no and about told to leave. And she said, you know what? I want to show you something. She just had this idea pop in her head, and she took the buyer down to the ladies' room. Sara put on a pair of Spanx and showed the buyer how the product looked, how it worked, and that convinced the buyer that this indeed was a quality product and unique. So the buyer put in an order, and that got Sara started. She also, Sara, took her product to QVC and sold it online, and within 6 minutes sold 8,000 units. I think Sara is an incredible success story, and Spanx, of course, has been very successful. Sara grew the company, built her team, and has done a great job with it. In 2015, she decided to sell the majority interest of the company, and she did that for $1 billion. And to celebrate that, she gave each employee 2 first-class tickets and $10,000. Sara also has a heart for women entrepreneurs. So in 2020, she donated $5 million to help women-owned businesses that had been impacted by the COVID pandemic. And that's the Sara Blakely story of Spanx. I think it's pretty impressive, and she sounds like an amazing person. Here are some ways to contact me when you want to. Lower left is my email address. So if you've got some questions or need something, feel free to reach out. The QR code next to that is for my journal. And then there's 2 different Facebook groups. So feel free to join those groups, take a look at the journal, reach out to me with any questions or anything that I can do to help you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be number 4. Thanks for tuning in, and see you soon.